Good morning guys, how you guys doing? Today is Jelly Emery has another video. Now today I'm bringing you guys a trials recap for the week. If you guys haven't played trials yet, the map is actually this blue. I'll say that the map obviously is a small map, and that's why some people like the map, but some people hate the map. I'm personally think it's a okay map, I will say. I don't love the map, but I don't think that this is not the worst map for trials. That being said, I'll say heavy is in a weird situation. I played a lot of matches, and I personally don't know how to go to heavy. Like honestly, I don't know how to rush it. I don't know how to protect it. Honestly, if I have a super, I just pop it and just try to kill as much people as I can, and try to let my teammates get heavy. That's the best way that I have played. I'll say heavy. Moving on from that, I'll say capture point is a good situation. It's right at the middle of B. Obviously, it's a good spot. I would say for capture point. Both spawns have a chance to get the capture point. That being said, I don't think capture point is gonna play like a big part on this week, just because the map is so small. You probably are gonna get into gunfights before the round's over. So yeah, capture point is probably not gonna be that useful. Getting into the weapons, I will say that get ready to see the meta for the Crucible right now, which is the Clever Dragon Shotty. Obviously, this map is made for the setup, especially because it's made of mid-range and up-close gunfights, so Clever Dragon fits perfectly for that. That being said, I still think you can use other pulse rifles like the Blind Precision, Grasp of Malik. Any pulse rifle that has good rolls, you can probably do good in this map. If you want a counter to Clever Dragon, I'll say Maida is pretty good for that. Maida is pretty annoying to go against with, especially like a mid-range gunfight. Maida also has a good impact, so I would say if you don't have the Clever Dragon with the high caliber rounds, put a Maida. That's a good counter. That being said, I would probably stay away from guns like the J Rabbit. Even knowing the J Rabbit has a good impact, like a really high impact, I would say that especially in this map, there's a lot of mid-range gunfights, and before you can take your second shot, something like a Clever Dragon would probably just eat you alive. So stay away from J Rabbit, and a low rate of fire weapons. Also, you can snipe in this map pretty well. There's a lot of lanes. There's a lot of ways you can snipe. So if you're a good sniper, obviously you can go with the Last Warrior sniping or Nolan Shotty. I personally went with Nolan and Shotty the most. That being said, I still think you just gotta stay flexible in this map. If you see the other team is running Clever Dragon Shotty and you're not like the most confident sniper, I would say switch to a shotgun. Don't be down 2 rounds and then try to switch your weapons out. Just check what they're using in the beginning of the match and just switch. Sometimes just being flexible is the best. As far as classes goes, I feel any subclass obviously can be run in this map. That being said, I feel that Goldie is the strongest for the hunter, just because you can use Goldie for a couple of things. Obviously you can counter supers with Goldie like Stormcallers or hammers, so you can counter that. And also, obviously, it gives you a chance to get 3 kills and wipe the whole team with Golden Gun. So Golden Gun, I'll say, is the strongest for the hunter. Warlocks, again, they're the meta, so they can run whatever they want, and they're probably gonna do fine. I think Stormcallers and Nova is still, either way, is pretty strong. Titans, I think the Striker is the best option, especially if you know how to use Juggernaut Shotty. If you know how to rush with Juggernaut pretty well, then this map is made for you, because Juggernaut Shotty can destroy in this map. I did saw a couple of people running hammers, but that was mostly because they were trying to use the double fusion grenades for Titans. So if you do like using fusion grenades, I would say obviously go for that. I saw a couple of people trying to run bubble Defender, but honestly I don't think Defender is like a good spot in this map. You can obviously make ores for the whole team, but like sometimes I like to run Defender just to capture, put a bubble like on top of the heavy. But honestly, like I said again in the beginning, the heavy is in a weird situation with, honestly, I wouldn't go for it. I don't think that's worth it. So as far as running bubble, I don't know. I would probably go with Striker or over Defender. This was obviously the last week for trials for this year. I still think trials is honestly in a good spot. I know there has been a lot of people complaining and they're saying that they want trials to develop something new. I have my doubts about how can trials develop. I know some people were wanting to change like the mode of trials from elimination to scrimmage or salvage. I don't know if that's gonna work. I feel like if when you go against a good team, you have a chance to beat them at elimination. But switching the game modes like a scrimmage or clash, making this like sweats, I feel like some regular players are not gonna have a chance against good players. So I don't know if Bungie is gonna do something with trials or how they can improve it. I feel like if they improve the connections or they just come up with new maps in 2017, obviously trials is gonna get better just because of that. That being said, obviously I'm excited for Destiny 2. 2017, that's where most likely Destiny 2 is gonna be released. Obviously, I'm excited for a new game, more content. I always think that this game has so much potential to be like one of the biggest games out there, just because of what we have and like in this environment, having raids, having the crucible, having so many weapons. And I just wish that Bungie, obviously I know that they're working, but I just wish that they are able to like balance weapons again, to where like more than just a group of weapons can be like the meta. I wish that every single weapon can be useful in the crucible, and like when you get to that point, your options come from using Clever Dragon to using like any exotic or any legendary weapon, and you still gonna do fine. It's gonna come down to how good you are as a player. I feel like that would be like our heaven as far as just crucible players on Destiny. Obviously, like I said again, it was a good year for me personally. I know a lot of people didn't like Rise of Iron. I personally thought it was a okay DLC. It was not the best, but it wasn't the worst. Especially when you think like Dark Below, like I felt those DLCs were worse than Rise of Iron. Obviously, I wish that maybe it was something more as far as events. I felt like the Dawning was a good event, but we had a pretty bad one with the Festival of the Lost. But honestly, I just hope that until Destiny 2 comes out, Bungie still tries to experience with the game and just maybe give us a weapons patch, because I think that's the thing that we need the most, and the Crucible especially right now. So anyway, guys, if you guys like the video, please leave a like. It does help the channel grow. And guys, I wish you guys happy New Year's to you and your families. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for watching the video. Have a great day, guys. Take care, guys. Peace.
now?
No, he just told us. Jeez.